All right, portfolio recovery versus Ralph Watts. Council, this matter is set today for a pretrial. You had an opportunity to speak to Mr. Watts.
I have not, Your Honor.
Do you want me to put you in a breakout room so that you guys can talk?
If Mr. Watts wants that, I would.
Mr. Watts, is that good?
Sure.
If I stick you both in the, just hit join. Ms. Borders, I checked you in. As soon as Mr. Burke jumps on, we'll do your case, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
I got a question to ask you, or I gotta wait until the,
Yeah, why don't you wait until we get Mr. Burke?
okay.
Mr. Anwar, what case are you on?
Sorry, what was that?
What case are you on?
It's against the Beaumont.
Beaumont Health?
Yes.
Oh, did you?
I was supposed to reach out to them, and I did.
Okay, what time is your case set at?
I
Oh,
think.
I see, 10:04, I see, 10:45. Okay, you're early.
Oh,
No
oh,
worries.
I thought it was 10:15. My bad.
Yeah, no, you're fine. You're fine.
Okay.
Mr. Barta, did you have an opportunity to speak to Ms. Borders?
To Mr. Watts.
Oh, Mr. Watts, I apologize.
Yes. We're unable to resolve it at this time.
Portfolio recovery versus Ralph Watts. This matter is set for pretrial today. How do you suggest we proceed, Mr. Barta?
Probably with a pretrial order, Your Honor, 60 days discovery. I believe plaintiff will be filing a motion for summary disposition. And Your Honor, Mr. Watts is not represented by counsel, so I just wanted, I know we had this conversation. I advised him that he should probably either seek counsel, and if he proceeds on his own, he is basically stating that we have the wrong person. That's his defense.
I'm sorry, but yes, I am stating that.
Okay, well, I'll adjourn it for discovery for 60 days. I'm gonna give you an adjourned pretrial date. Of July the 3rd, or excuse me, July the 12th at 10 a.m.
And Your Honor, if plaintiff files a motion for summary disposition, do you want me to use that same date and time?
Correct.
Okay.
All right. So that'll be the new date, Mr. Watts, okay?
Thank you, Your
So
Honor.
if they send you paperwork, you have to answer it and give them anything that they ask for that you have, okay?
Okay, I have one question for you, Your Honor.
Yes.
I don't understand the paperwork that they send that if I have to answer to without a judge being there. Is it something that's personal?
Well, what is it? What is it that you don't understand?
Well, the reason I was asking the question is that I've been given these guys my information, and this is how they got in touch with me, which is the wrong person. From me answering the phone, they never
Well,
deliver
then
anything.
you can just answer in your own words on why
Okay.
you're not the right person or whatever.
Gotcha.
You don't have to speak in any specific legal
Gotcha.
terms,
I understand.
okay?
Yes.
All right, so I will see you guys in 2 months if you don't resolve it, all right?
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Thank you, yep, and have a good day.
You too.
Ms. Strickarts, what case are you on?
Good morning, Judge. Good to see you.
You too.
I am here on Jefferson Capital versus Dustin Mullins, which is 210649.
Got it. Yep, I have the case.
I don't know if he's going to show up or not. 'Cause oh, he's
That's
here?
okay. I give everybody a half hour.
Yeah, he paid it, so he might not come. I don't know.
I'm sorry, did you say he paid it?
Yeah, he just paid it on the 13th, so.
So are you dismissing this? What are you
So
doing?
we dismissed, we would like to send in a dismissal under 7-day, since he just paid and.
Paige, do they need to do that or can I just dismiss it?
You can just dismiss it if you want, Judge.
It's dismissed, counsel. You're all set. You can go. I'll let him know if he shows up, okay?
Okay, I'll see you at 11 for my next case. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
And then Beaumont Health versus Deborah Borders. We're still waiting on Mr. Hall.
Okay.
Gateway Financial versus Sheena Wells. We're waiting on Miss Wells, Mr. Schisler. Midland Credit versus Deborah Moorhead. We're waiting on Miss Moorhead. And the person with the identifier of Brian, what case are you on?
Hello, my name is Brian Parker. I'm here for the Melson case.
For what case?
Melson?
Oh, are you Brian Parker?
Yes, hello, good morning. How you doing?
Good morning. I'm good. I have someone on behalf of Miss Dillo. Who was it?
Michael Herzog, Your Honor.
Thank you. Let me pull the file. Hang on just a second.
Sounds like you've got a busy morning.
Yep, I have the answer to the counter defendant's amended counter complaint. Blah, 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 except for a
Blah, blah, blah.
pretrial today. Yes?
Sorry?
Except for a pretrial today. Did you guys want to do you want me to put you in a breakout room?
I don't think it's necessary unless Michael does. It's the first time I've met Michael.
Hi, Brian. Nice to meet you. I've seen you in my office before. No, I don't think we need to discuss anything at this point. There's an amended complaint filed, and I guess we just need to decide, or the court needs to decide what kind of discovery. There's also a counter complaint filed, right, Mr. Parker?
Yeah,
Correct.
we're happy with 90 days, Your Honor.
I'll adjourn it for discovery for 90 days. Let me look and see if I can give you a date.
Your Honor, can we keep the discovery in conformity with the new court rules regarding the number of interrogatories? Okay.
I have a date of Monday, August the 23rd at 10 a.m. Does that work?
Yes, Your Honor, for defendant counterplaintiff, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor, that's fine.
Perfect. All right. Well, then it's adjourned till then. You're all set for today. Thanks, gentlemen.
Thank
Have a
you.
good day. I hope it goes well. Bye-bye.
You too. Thanks. Miss Nonis, what case are you on?
Your Honor, I have two this morning. I have Velocity versus Overby, and I have ADLP versus Roper. I also wanted to ask you, I have two matters in front of Judge Oakley that shouldn't take me long. Can I do his first and then come back?
You're not set until 10:30 and 11, so absolutely.
Okay, great. Thank you, Your Honor.
Yep, thanks. On the iPhone, what case are you on, sir?
Your Honor, I thought it had my name there. This is Hal Burke. I'm on
Oh, okay.
with Deborah Borders, although
Yeah,
I noticed
actually, Miss Borders is here. Do you want me to put you in a breakout room with her?
that'd be great. I think we've resolved it.
Oh, okay. Let me do the breakout room. Hang on just a second.
Thank you.
Miss Borders, if you can hit join, you'll meet Mr. Burke in a breakout room, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thanks. Yeah. Mr. Zayed, what case are you on?
I'm here on West Village Estates versus Keisha Parker.
Okay, we're waiting on Miss okay, we're waiting on West Village on Levine's office, correct?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay, great. Just hang out.
Okay.
Miss Nazzle, what case are you on?
Here, hi, how are you? I'm here for the Malak Overby case. I'm pulling up the case number right now. I'm covering for Hassan Bazi.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You know what? Miss Barrett just jumped onto Judge Oakley's Zoom. She's standing in for Mr. Beach. As soon as she gets back, we'll do it. Okay.
That's fine. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. On Gateway Financial versus Sheena Wells. Mr. Sisler?
Here. Yes, I'm here.
It is 10:30. This case was set at 10 a.m. If you want, I can go ahead. It was on a motion to set aside the payment orders. I'm going to go ahead and sign that.
Okay.
And you are all set.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
You too.
Then Beaumont, or excuse me, Midland Credit versus Deborah Moorhead.
I'm here for plaintiff on that matter, Your Honor.
And once again, this matter was set at 10 a.m. It's now 10:30. The defendants failed to appear. And so I will issue a default in this matter.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You can go ahead and mail that in and I'll sign it.
Sounds good. Thanks a lot.
All right. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Have a great day.
Okay.
I see you. I think we're
Counsel,
probably.
did you have an opportunity to talk to Ms. Borders?
Yes, I did, Your Honor, and she made a payment that we're going to run through when I end this, when you allow me to end the Zoom call. With your permission, and I think she can hear me, I will file a dismissal today if the payment goes through, or mail one to you.
Is that your understanding, Ms. Borders?
Yes.
Perfect. All right, then we will look for it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Thanks, Ms. Borders. Have a great day.
All right.
Mr. Landman, what case are you on?
Your Honor, I have a couple of motions this morning. I am the moving party on Huron Estates versus Jamie Lee Flore and Jennifer Green.
And why don't,
I am the responding party on West Village versus Keisha Parker.
all right, why don't we do the West Village first, because we have the parties here on that. West Village versus Keisha Parker. Are you ready, Mr. Zayed?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
You ready for me?
Correct.
Yeah. Good morning, Your Honor. Justin Zaid on behalf of Keisha Parker. As Mr. Landman just noted, we are the moving party. We are moving to stay the eviction and set aside the order of eviction. As I noted in the motion, I was brought into this case sometime in mid-April after Ms. Parker received a notice to vacate. At that time, I had obviously gathered the facts of this case and what's going on with it. It's my understanding that there was an eviction that began in September of 2020, consent judgment that was entered on October 7th, which was later moved to set aside on October 10th by Ms. Parker, but that was eventually denied. In the interim, she had been working with Wayne Metro on COVID relief in order to become current on her rent. There was a period of time between January 2021 until April 2021 that Ms. Parker avers that she received no correspondence with respect to this proceeding and had no opportunity to really present herself before the court with respect to some of the motions, whether it was to invalidate the CDC declaration or any of the other proceedings. And that's eventually when I was brought into this case. It's my understanding that Ms. Parker has since filed another CDC declaration on April 12th, in which she states that she qualifies for the program, which is supposed to protect her from eviction through June 30th, 2021. We would ask the court set aside the order of evictions and then stay the eviction and honor that CDC declaration through June 30th, because she does qualify, and the purpose of the basis for the eviction is non-payment of rent. She's not sitting on her laurels or anything like that. She has already applied again for relief through Sarah. The application has been submitted. She is working with a caseworker with that respect. So she's not sitting on this background without having an intent to pay. She does intend to pay, and she does intend to come current on her rent. She understands that despite that, she's still going to have to leave based on the circumstances with the landlord.
But the background on this was there was a consent on this, and then there was a motion to set aside, which I denied, which caused it. So this isn't like the typical case.
I understand that, Your Honor. I think that when she entered that consent judgment, she wasn't aware of the implications of that and how it could potentially affect her with respect to eviction and everything like that. Once I got on this case and I was able to explain to her what that means, how it works, and what happens with that consent judgment, what happens with some of the things, the motions that she had filed on her own at that time, she became a little bit more aware of how these legal proceedings work. She isn't available to attend today, sadly, because she is getting a lump removed from her breast. She did give me permission to share that with the court. I also have a note from her doctor that shows that the procedure is happening as we speak. It is a cancerous lump, so she's having that removed. She's not asking to set aside all the background that's owed. She's simply asking the court to honor that CDC declaration and uphold the eviction moratorium through June 30th. She's already packed up her stuff. She intends to move when that occurs. But in the meantime, she's not ignoring the money that is owed. She already has filed with Sarah. She's working with a caseworker. They say that the application is moving along. And even if she were to leave on June 30th, she plans to use that relief money towards the money that's owed.
Response, Mr. Landman?
Yes, Your Honor, Daniel Landman appearing on behalf of West Village Estates. If there was ever a case where the maxim enough is enough should apply, it is this case. To supplement the history provided by Brother Counsel and as noted by the court, this consent judgment was issued or was entered on October 7th of 2020. As the court is well aware, and I'm sure Brother Counsel is aware, typically in a summary proceedings action, a tenant is given 10 days from the date of the judgment.
Well, I don't think there's anything typical about what's happened over the past 14 months, so.
Well, I understand that, but this particular consent judgment was more favorable to the defendant than the usual statutory time period. This tenant was given an extra 5 weeks beyond the statutory time period in which to pay. The tenant didn't pay. The tenant did reach out to Wayne Metro. Wayne Metro was going to contribute some money pursuant to the existing EDP program, but there was a contribution that needed to be paid, a monetary contribution that needed to be paid by the tenant, and the tenant refused. So she didn't receive EDP relief. Instead, she belatedly attempted to set the judgment aside, and this court rightfully denied that motion. This tenant has paid zero, nothing, since the date of the entry of the judgment. The judgment was in the amount of $4,628.51. The tenant now owes over $12,000. Now, the CDC declaration that was submitted by the tenant indicated, among other things, that the tenant was using her best efforts to make partial payments. This tenant has made zero partial payments, nothing. And because of that, my client rightfully filed a motion to invalidate the CDC declaration. Now, Brother Counsel suggests that it wasn't received by his client. We attached a copy of the envelope with the postmark showing that it was sent to the correct address timely. The tenant failed to appear for the hearing on the motion to invalidate the CDC declaration. This court properly granted that motion, invalidated the CDC declaration, and we followed up by filing an order of eviction. Now, the interesting legal question that's before the court this morning is whether a tenant can then file a new CDC declaration and take a second bite of the apple. There is absolutely no case law that I am aware of that permits this to happen. And quite
Mr.
frankly,
Zayed, you would stipulate to a writ to issue on July the 1st?
Yes, Your Honor.
That's what I'm gonna do. Writ
Thank
to
you.
issue July the 1st. I understand, Mr. Landerman, you know, with these things, I don't know whether she has a right to refile or not, but she's moving. It behooves you to, if she's gonna plan on, and they'll stipulate to be out in 6 weeks, I know it's a lot of money that she already owes. It's easier for them to be compliant and compromise with the 6 week, the writs to issue on July 1st, she has to move by then.
Your Honor, the court has already issued the writ, so I think probably it needs to.
The writ stayed until July 1st. I wrote stay until June 30th, issue on July 1st. All right.
And Your Honor, just so that we're very clear, in the event that the CDC moratorium, which already.
Doesn't matter. It's July 1st. He already consented to it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
On the
Thank you, Your Honor.
record. Yep, you're all set.
Thanks.
And then on Huron Estates versus Jamie Lee Flory, I think we're still waiting on somebody on behalf of the defendant.
There's no
Mr.
attorney of
Huziak,
record,
what
Your Honor,
case
in
are
the
you,
case.
Mr.
so
Huziak? Pardon?
I said, I don't think there's an attorney of record in the case, but. we
No,
can
no, no, just
wait a
waiting
while.
on the defendant.
That's
Mr.
fine.
Huziak, I have you checked in, okay?
Okay.
So as soon as Midland Credit jumps on, we'll do your case. All right?
Okay.
Ms. Nonis, what case, you're on the Velocity versus Malik Overby?
Yes, Your Honor.
And I think I have somebody here on that case.
Hello, Your Honor.
Good morning, good morning. And she's standing in for Mr. Bazzi.
Okay.
This matter is set for a pretrial today. What are we doing with this?
Well, Your Honor,
go ahead.
it looks like we've been negotiating a settlement. So the last offer was exchanged on the 12th, where opposing counsel was going to get that to his client to see if it was approved. And that's where we stand today. So a little more time probably would be beneficial, and we most likely can get this resolved.
How about June 15th at 10:45?
That would be fine with us.
That will be okay with us as well.
All right, and if you get it resolved before that, let us know. Otherwise, June 15th at 10:45. All right?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yep, you're all set for today. Thank you. And then you're also known as on the ADLP investment.
Yes, is the
That's
tenant,
not set until 11.
okay. No, that's okay. I'll come back because I still have Oakley going, so.
Okay, yep, perfect. You're all set.